Y'all, how's it going? Great rising, beautiful beings. Hope y'all enjoying this snow. It's so beautiful out there. Snowy, messy. Can be a little dangerous. I've never driven a personal vehicle in snow. Okay. So, yeah. This is what I wanted to talk about though. But I mean personal vehicle. I've only driven like company commercial vehicles in snow. So this is like my first year being able to drive in snow in a personal vehicle. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about gens. Depending on who you are, what your status is in life, what spiritual background you got, what bloodline you come from, you have certain anomalies where gens, aliens, extraterrestrials, all that will communicate with you. Higher level clearance. Damn, that snow make my teeth look yellow. Like I'm looking at the snow, and it's like your teeth is not the whitest thing on the planet right now. Like this snow whiter than your teeth. But anyway, what I was saying was, higher clearance. So you got higher clearance projects. See, sometimes you're not a part of a project. Like let's say MK Ultra, Voice to Skull. You could be a part of projects because you're a seer. You're all knowing. You're able to self-diagnose. Does that make sense? You're able to self-diagnose. So, depending on your lineage, your background, your inheritance, you have different entities and beings that reach out to you, right? An entity could be a corporation. An entity could be a business. An entity can be a certain project or a certain agenda, right? So now, let's get on the supernatural, the paranormal, the parallel universes, different frequencies. Well, what people have not realized is that there's different entities, different beings that have different standards with God or the creator of this existence, right? That will communicate with you, that will let you know they exist, okay? They'll let you know they exist. Like these different phenomena, they want you to know they exist. You're the one they would tell. They don't care if the other person know. The other person probably don't even acknowledge them. The fact that you can acknowledge them, right? But I'm going to hip you to something. This is something, I'm always there to help my skinfolk. All skinfolk ain't kinfolk. But the indigenous American, I'm there to help them. Even the ones that claim to be African American, I'm there to help them, okay? Because the diaspora is real. Pangea is real, okay? So let's talk about it. Okay. I feel bad for people who only believe in God, as in all natural, all being. And I feel bad for people who only believe in demons as being bad or jinns as being bad. No, they're going to survive like they're supposed to survive. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. They're going to survive like they're supposed to survive. They're going to do what they're supposed to do. Okay? So let me explain this to you real quick. Jinns and other entities, like the American spirit that we have in us, is totally different from the other spirits on the other continents. Dealing with parasites, parasitic entities, entities that use certain frequencies and technology and even parasites to parallelly look through remote viewing. See, if you don't know about this and you don't know about none of it, you're going to have problems in life. And you're going to be wondering why you're in the position you're in. I would rather know about it and have nothing than not know about it and they could just take away from you. Take whatever they want to take away from you and you're just clueless, right? I'd rather know about this and have nothing. Okay? So peep game. So this guy, I do card tricks too. So this guy got the cards. And I tried to do the trick, you know, where you lift the cards up and you tell them shuffle it and you pick their card out. Now let me tell you what this guy did. He from the Middle East. You could tell he's from the Middle East or somewhere up there, North Africa. You could tell. And he wanted me, you know, we're in a drinking environment. He wanted me to know who he was. If he didn't want me to know who he was, he wanted me to know who his puppet master was. The jinn, the puppet master. He wanted me to know. So the guys are at the table. I shuffle the cards. I'm in control. I shuffle the cards. He get the cards. He said, pick a card. He didn't look at the cards. He didn't flip the card. I literally slid the card in the deck where I wanted it. He didn't hold his fingernail or nothing. He flipped the cards and flipped my card over. No hesitation. Never exposed the deck. Never stuck his fingernail there. Nothing. He completely let me stay in control of that deck. Now, if you don't start believing in these entities and these gems are available, your dominion is going to get squashed. Your dominion is going to get squashed. If you don't start believing in esoteric beings, invisible beings, shape-shifting beings, you're going to get squashed. They let you know who in the area. They let you know who in the area. Okay? They don't care about letting you know who in the area. That's how they're able to manipulate and control you. That's how they're able to feed you. Imagine this. You got millions of black people in America. Been here before these people ever got here. But they got all the businesses that feed you, that clothe you, that where you buy your cigarettes, drinks, food, everything. And you have no clue that these entities like Agent Smith or like, I don't forget that movie with Denzel Washington where something kept following him or chasing him and he was getting the same energy from every single person. The energy was just able to hop from body to body and control you. They don't need these. How you think they conquered the Americans, the indigenous Americans? This technology is a biograde technology that been out thousands of years ago. Spirit said empty cedars. But anyway, I'm trying to let you know that this entity, and it's multiple, depending on your race, ethnicity, your DNA structure, your junk DNA, it can't hop in everybody. It only can hop in specific people. And I know this for a fact because like I say, when I be around people, soon as they drink, they change. It's like, soon as they drink, that entity is like, oh yeah, I could get close to you now. But even if I drink, that entity got to work with somebody else. It can't work with me. So I don't know who my God is, who my creator is, but we don't have the same God. Let's get that straight. We don't have the same devil because if you look in the eyes of certain people, they see you as the devil. They see you as the backbone to society. They see you as the stepping stool to society. They can't thrive or be on their pedestal unless they're stepping on you. Unless you're holding them up and building them up. So we don't have all the same gods and we don't have all the same devils. But just know If you're curious and you are worthy in some form of fashion, meaning you have your own dominion in some form of fashion, they will show you and identify themselves. Different technology, different beings, different parallel universe, they have a way of showing it. They have certain things about their body that they can move that will cause a shutter lens within their eyes. Like the ones that got the robotic eye that do like that, they literally just took a picture of you and then sent it to some parallel headquarters somewhere else. And look, like I say, when you learn this, you have to respect it. You ain't got to respect it, but if you ignore it, you stupid. But when you actually see it, when you're actually being it, you have to, like the other day, I was doing the cards and I was playing a video back and I threw up this, but it was an energy movement. It was a mudra. It was an energy movement. I said, damn, what would make you throw that up? But I was so into what I was talking about and doing it, I never realized I even threw up those horns. But that's your energy. That's your energy. Like when you're talking and you're like, okay, or you're honing into some part of your brain, your mudras will put you in that. When I'm going down the road and I'm listening to meditation music or something, automatically my fingers will do like this. And it won't stop. Then I finally realize, damn, you holding your fingers like that. And then I'll stop. But your body will align you where you need to be. And while you out here in this world, I see how black people got dominated because they literally got their spirit and their culture taken away from them. Like stripped of it. So now they moving under somebody else's God and pretense. Yeah, that's going to be the title. Moving under somebody else's God and devil pretense. See, when you move under somebody else's God and devil pretense, you lose your identity. You lose your protection. You become automaton. You become anonymous. Not anonymous, but you become entityless. Entityless. Where your oversoul and stuff, you got a middleman now. See, when you ain't got no middleman, things are like you're in this sovereign mentality, but you're protecting yourself. You may not have what these other people have because they got entities around them running around them rampant and rapidly. And they're able to shuckle and bring in income that you don't even see because you didn't choose to settle. You still wanted your oversoul. You still want to be intact holistically. That's all I got to say. I'm watching these entities and these beings. I'm watching them. They think they already know you. They already got tethered spirits around you. They fear you. They really do fear you. They do not want you changing their frequency or their rhythm or how they got everybody in sleep mode. They don't want you doing that. But they, out of respect, they gonna let you know they there. Out of respect. It's different signs and ways and energies. They let you know they are present. The only way you don't know they present is if you just don't want to acknowledge it. But if you're in a specific dominion, specific frequency, they will allow you to know they exist. Now, whether you still hang around them after that, that's your choice. Okay? Telling you there's a mockingbird effect that go on so heavy. And you be like, well, why this person did it? Why this person did it? They're letting you know they're all a part of the same spiritual cult frequency. Now they're trying to use technology. Like there are certain beings that can never intercede their parasitic energy on the planet. So they're trying to use technology to monitor and control. But you got some, like you picture like the desert and the rattlesnake and this energy and this weird person show up. Oh yeah. They using their entity full fledged wholeheartedly. So there we have it. Unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.